Between the World and Me, written by Ta-Nehisi Coates and published in 2015, is a powerful and thought-provoking book that takes the form of a letter from the author to his teenage son. In this nearly 5-minute summary, we will explore the key themes and ideas presented in the book. The central theme of Between the World and Me is the exploration of race and the African American experience in the United States. Coates draws on his personal experiences growing up in Baltimore and his journey to understanding the complex reality of being black in America. He frames his narrative through a profound sense of vulnerability and fear for his son's safety in a society shaped by systemic racism and violence against black bodies. Coates opens the book with an account of the brutal killing of a young black man named Prince Jones at the hands of a police officer. This incident serves as a haunting backdrop for the entire narrative, highlighting the inherent dangers faced by black individuals in America and the inescapable reality of black bodies being subject to violence and exploitation. Throughout the book, Coates delves into the concept of the dream that has been historically propagated in American society. The dream represents the notion that America is a land of opportunity and equality for all, but Coates questions this ideal, arguing that it is a myth constructed on the subjugation of black people. He describes how the dream has been built upon the exploitation and destruction of black lives, from slavery to segregation and beyond, perpetuating a cycle of injustice and oppression. Coates reflects on his own experiences with racial discrimination and his struggle to find his identity in a society that often devalues and marginalizes blackness. He discusses the impact of growing up in a predominantly black neighborhood, where the threat of violence loomed large and opportunities for advancement seemed limited. Coates challenges the notion that individual success can erase the impact of systemic racism, emphasizing that no amount of personal achievement can guarantee safety from the pervasive dangers faced by black people in America. The author also criticizes the notion of colorblindness and the idea that race no longer matters in modern America. He argues that this perspective only serves to perpetuate existing inequalities and allows white Americans to remain indifferent to the struggles faced by black communities. Coates explores the idea of the body as a symbol of black existence and the vulnerability of black bodies in a world that often does not value or respect them. He draws parallels to historical instances of violence against black bodies, such as the enslavement and lynching of black individuals, and connects them to contemporary incidents of police brutality and racial profiling. Throughout the book, Coates encourages his son to be aware of his history and heritage, to resist the temptation of assimilation into a society that may not fully accept him, and to embrace his identity as a black man with pride and dignity. In conclusion, Between the World and Me is a deeply personal and searing exploration of race and the African American experience in the United States. Ta-Nehisi Coates confronts the harsh realities of systemic racism, the persistence of violence against black bodies, and the fallacy of the American dream for black individuals. Through a heartfelt letter to his son, Coates implores readers to acknowledge and confront the ongoing challenges faced by black people in America and advocates for a society that recognizes and values the inherent worth and humanity of all its citizens.